Welcome to my YouTube channel Family Drama Files. Please like, share, subscribe for more emotional videos.
I thought I was teaching my stepdaughter responsibility. She was 16, lived under my roof, and kept refusing to wake up early to help with my younger children before school. After the fifth excuse, I grounded her for a month and took away her phone. I believed every parent would agree with me. But less than 48 hours later, one phone call exposed a secret that made me question everything. I thought I knew about my own family. My name's Callum. I am 39 years old and live in Oregon. 5 years ago, I married my wife Meredith after dating for almost 2 years. She had one daughter named Bryony from her first marriage. Together, we later had two younger children. At first, blending our family was not easy, but Bryony always seemed polite. She was quiet, stayed in her room, earned good grades, and rarely argued. Looking back, I confused silence with happiness. Every weekday, I left for work before sunrise. Meredith worked early hospital shifts, so someone had to make breakfast, pack lunches, and keep the younger kids busy until the school bus arrived. Slowly, those responsibilities landed on Bryony. It started as a favor. Then it became an expectation. Soon it became a rule. Every morning, I expected her to wake up at 5:30, feed her brother and sister, dress them, clean the kitchen, and still make it to school on time. One Monday, she did not get out of bed. E knocked once. No answer. I knocked again. Still nothing. When she finally opened the door, she looked exhausted. She quietly said she had only slept 3 hours. I told her everyone was tired. She said nothing. That afternoon, I announced she was grounded for refusing to help the family. No phone, no weekend plans, no visiting friends. She simply nodded. That should have been my first clue. Most teenagers argue. She did not. 2 days later, her guidance counselor called me asking why Bryony had been falling asleep during class almost every day. I immediately blamed late-night phone use. The counselor passed. Then she said something that completely changed the conversation. According to Bryony, she barely touched her phone at night because she spent most evenings helping care for her younger siblings and cleaning. The house finishing homework after everyone else went to bed, and staying awake worrying about getting up before dawn. The counselor gently asked one question. When exactly does she get to be a teenager? I had no answer. That evening, I came home earlier than usual. Instead of walking inside, I watched through the front window. Bryony was cooking dinner while helping her little brother with homework. My youngest was crying. Meredith was asleep on the couch after work. For almost an hour, Bryony handled everything herself. Not once did she complain. She was parenting children that were not hers. Later that night, I checked our family calendar. Every chore, every appointment, every babysitting duty. Her name appeared beside almost everything. Mine barely appeared at all. The truth hit harder than I expected. I had convinced myself I was raising a responsible young woman. In reality, I had been replacing my own responsibilities with hers. The next morning, I canceled the punishment. I apologized. Not with excuses. Not with explanations. Just an honest apology. Bryony listened quietly. Then she asked one question. Can I finally just be your daughter instead of the backup parent? I felt ashamed because I realized she had been asking that question through her actions for years. Things changed after that. Meredith and I rearranged our work schedules. We hired a morning babysitter twice a week. The younger children learned to do simple tasks themselves. Bryony joined her school's debate club, started spending weekends with friends, and even smiled more often. Months later, she graduated near the top of her class. During graduation, she hugged me and whispered, something I will never forget. Thank you for finally seeing me. Those words meant more than any award I have ever received. Sometimes, parents believe they're teaching responsibility when they are actually placing adult burdens on a child. The hardest lesson was realizing that love is not measured by how much a child sacrifices for the family. It is measured by how well the adults protect the childhood they only get once. I grounded my stepdaughter because I believed she was selfish. The truth was, she had been carrying responsibilities that belonged to the adults all along. That day changed our family forever. Sometimes the biggest parenting mistake is not what we say. It is what we fail to notice until someone else opens our eyes.